1941. And Hitler met with the Mufti of Jerusalem, Hajj Amin al-Husseini. That was 6-7 years before Israel was even born. There was no Nakba, there was no occupation, there was nothing. We never occupied Judea, Samaria, Gaza, nothing. There was no state of Israel, and yet they already colluded with the Nazis to destroy us. And Hitler became someone they worship, someone they admire. And look at the things that we see in Arab places. I think number 2 most sold book is Mein Kampf in Arabic for the Arabs. And they call their children ADOLF. We have, all across the Middle East, people that admire him. If that's not enough, even now, look at this. An Israeli YouTuber is talking to someone who immediately saw that he's Israeli. Look what he does. Saluting the Nazi salute and telling everyone that he wants to kill all the Jews, that Hitler should have finished the job. And the funny thing is, he's so brainwashed that, instead of saying that, look what you're doing to Palestine, he's saying, look what you're doing to Pakistan. They don't even know what they're protesting about. Just like those that say river or sea, they don't even know what river and what sea. So, Nazis are everywhere. And Pastor Barry, the saddest thing of all, you see, I don't expect much from the world. To be honest, I don't. But from people who call themselves Christians, to see that on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram, at the very same day that they celebrate Easter and they write, Christ is risen, indeed, he's alive, all of that, and then they show the admiration for Hitler. They say that, this is the day the Jews hate the most because Jesus was risen and also it's Hitler's birthday. These are people who call themselves Christians. And so there is not just the woke left, there is the woke right that is using the name of God, the name of Jesus in vain, and maybe even give us information about the hostages, and that's it. So again, humanitarian aid is on the table, but only if Israel is the one that will distribute that. Now, Netanyahu decided on Saturday night to appear on TV, and very, very clearly he said live on TV something, by the way, that some of the major Israeli channels did not even want to broadcast. Stupid people. They are so much. The media is such a enemy media. But the thing is, what he said is this: if you think that the liberal anarchist left in Israel is going to sway me from going all the way to defeat Hamas, you're wrong. We're not going to stop. Hamas is not going to stay in Gaza. All the hostages will be brought back, and we are not going to stop the war until we achieve our goals. So he popped that balloon, and Hamas realized it's just not working. And again, the plan is to take over militarily land. The plan is to not send humanitarian aid, but also we take over. We're actually killing and eliminating leadership, political leadership, military leadership, and almost every day. Even last night, a school that was a headquarters of Hamas to operate from has been attacked, and 10 terrorists were killed in something that used to be just by name school, but it was terrorist base. Also, if 2 weeks ago we destroyed all the pickup trucks that Hamas used to brag using, now it's time to destroy all the tractors and bulldozers that Hamas was using, not only on October 7th, but also Hamas was using it in attempt to restore its terrorist infrastructure. So look what we did. We destroyed 40 different tractors and bulldozers across the Gaza Strip, and they are unable anymore to restore anything. And so this is it. We're taking from them all the options to restore terrorist infrastructures and to restore anything where they can live in areas that should be evacuated. So as you can clearly see, we are squeezing them from all sides, and we are causing them to eventually give up on on their plans. Now, another thing, Pastor Barry, you're probably asking yourself about the Trump immigration. Am I right? I mean, it's still on the table, isn't it?
Yeah, and watching, some of the desires of the people in Gaza, this has long been a tactic of the states to make sure that the people understood that there are those out there who are supporting their exodus from any country. We've seen these tactics in Iran. And now there is seemingly growing interest in the Strip for people to just get out and get away from Hamas control. And I think there's some pretty significant numbers that are growing of people who have that mindset. Maybe you could address that a little bit.
Yes, so throughout the war so far, 100,000 people already left, but Israel is assisting anyone who wants to leave. It's very interesting because you can see on the screen, this is a rumor that started. A link was distributed on Gaza's social media that pretended to be a registration page for the United Arab Emirates Red Crescent and offered no less a ticket out of Gaza and a new life in the Gulf. The result, in just 4 hours, more than 130,000 people registered. 4 hours, 130,000 people said, count us in, we want to leave. And that's just 4 hours. Just 4 hours. Now, the Kerem Shalom crossing operates 24/7. What we're doing, we're allowing some people who wants to be evacuated for medical reasons to be accompanied by some relative that may have foreign passport, and then they could go to countries like countries in Europe. More places, even today, there's about 150 that left to France, academics. Look, any possible way that we can offer them to leave, we offer them, and they leave.